Hello students. Today in your chapter 1 Nature and Purpose of Business we are going to start another topic, that is classification of business activities. If you talk about classification of business activities, we could see there are two components which together form business activities, that is industry and commerce. So, the prior classification of business activities involves two components, that is industry and commerce. So, first of all, we will be studying about different types of industries. The first type of industry which we have is primary industry. The industries which are related to your farming, mining, fishing, cattle breeding, etc. These industries are known as primary industries. It has further two types, that is extractive and genetic industries. First of all, if you talk about extractive industry, they are related to extracting or digging something from the earth, such as farming or mining or fishing. For example, if a person is mining something, what does it include? It includes digging of the earth. So you are taking the resources from the earth. This is the example of extractive industry. Other type which we have is genetic industry. Genetic industries are those which are involved in the rearing, breeding or reproduction of plants and animals. For example, cattle breeding farms, poultry farms, dairy farming, pisciculture. These all are the examples of genetic industries. They are dependent upon the reproduction, on the rearing or on the breeding of living organism. So this is about your first type of industry, that is primary industry. Now moving to another type of industry that we have is secondary industries. These industries generally constitutes of manufacturing industries and construction industries. Manufacturing industries. The name itself is telling you that it involves the process of manufacturing. Manufacturing means you are producing something. You are converting the raw materials into semi-finished or finished goods. For example, wood is being converted into furniture, wheat, rice, sugar is being converted into cookies, biscuits. They all are the example of manufacturing industries. Whereas construction industries, name itself is explaining you, is involved in the construction of buildings, roads, bridges, dams, etc. Now we have various types of manufacturing industries also, such as analytical industry, synthetical industry, processing industry, assembling industry. First, if you talk about analytical industries, analytical industries, supposedly you are using one raw material and you are making number of products with that. So these industries are known as analytical industries. For example, you can see here oil refinery separates crude oil into kerosene, diesel, petrol. So here the raw material is what? Raw material is crude oil. They are using it in the form of kerosene, diesel and petrol. This is the example of analytical industry. Second we have is synthetical industry. When two or more materials are combined or mixed together to manufacture a new product, this is known as synthetical industry. For example, cement, soaps, plastics, paints, etc. Next we have is processing industry. Processing, name itself suggests you that various processes are involved in this. Various stages are involved in the production of finished products. For example, sugar, paper. Next we have is assembling industry. In these kind of industries, various components or parts are brought together and a finished product is made, such as TV, car, computer, watches, etc. If you take the example of TV, various parts or various components are used, such as nuts, bolts, plastic, screen, glass, Fevicol, etc. So various components are being brought together and a finished product is formed. These are your assembling industries. So this was all about your second type of industry, that is secondary industry. Next we have the other classification of business activities, that is commerce. As I told you in the beginning only, that there are two components in the classification of business activities, that is industry and commerce. So we have studied about industries till now. Now comes the another component, that is commerce. Commerce basically involves trade and auxiliaries to trade. Auxiliaries to trade can also be known as aids to trade. So first of all, we will be discussing about trade. What is trade? Trade refers to buying and selling of goods and services with the objective of earning profit. So this is very easy definition which all can remember. Buying and selling of goods and services for the satisfaction of needs and wants and with the objective of earning profit is known as trade. And aids to trade or auxiliaries to trade, they are the activities which helps in making the trade more smooth. Okay, so now first of all we will be studying about trade. Now trade is divided into two parts, internal trade and external trade. First of all we will be studying about internal trade. So if you talk about internal trade, trade means buying and selling of goods and services. Internal means inside. So if the buying and selling of goods and services is taking place within the country or within the geographical boundaries of a nation, this is what we call as internal trade. On the other hand, the trade which takes place outside the nation or outside the geographical boundaries of a country, those parts or that kind of trade is known as external trade. So if you talk about internal trade is also divided into two parts, that is wholesale trade and retail trade. Wholesale trade. What is the meaning of wholesale trade? The trade in which the buying and selling of goods and services is taking place in large quantities or in bulk, then that kind of trade is known as wholesale trade, and a person who carries on wholesale trade is known as wholesaler. On the other hand, retail trade, when the buying of goods and services is in small quantities, then it is known as retail trade, and the person carrying on retail trade is known as retailer. On the other hand, if you talk about external trade, which is also known as international trade or foreign trade, it has three types, that is import trade, export trade and entrepot trade. First of all, if you talk about import trade, import means when goods are purchased from another country, it is called import trade. Second, export trade. If goods and services are sold to other countries, it is called export trade. Third is entrepot. When the goods are imported from another country for the purpose of exporting it to other country, then this is known as entrepot. For example, the goods are being imported from America to India for the purpose of again exporting it to New Zealand. This is known as entrepot trade. So this is all about the types of trade. Now we have studied that commerce is divided into two parts, trade and auxiliaries or aids to trade. Now we have discussed about trade. Other topic which we have is auxiliaries or aids to trade. It includes various services which makes trade more smooth. So various services which we have is transportation, communication, banking and finance, warehousing, advertising, etc. These services help in making the trade process more smooth. Transportation, which includes the movement of goods from one place to another. Communication involves the sharing of information between people. Banking solves the problems or issues of funds which are being faced by the businessman. Warehousing solves the problem of storage, as the manufacturing time is different from the consumption time. Advertising solves the problem or the hindrance of information. So these are the auxiliaries to trade. If you talk about auxiliaries to trade, they remove one or the other hindrances. Dear students, I have used the word hindrance. So what is the meaning of hindrance? Hindrance of trade means the problems or the obstacles which the person faces. Like there is hindrance of persons, hindrance of place, time, risk, finance, information. So these hindrances are solved or are removed or are eliminated by various auxiliaries. Like you can see here, hindrance of place is removed by transportation. Hindrance of contact is removed by communication. Hindrance of time is removed by warehousing. Hindrance of risk is removed by insurance. Hindrance of finance is removed by banking and finance. Hindrance of information is removed by advertising. And this is the flow chart which shows the precise explanation, or you may say the summary of the topics discussed till now in this video. Business divided into two categories, industry and commerce, then the subdivision of industry and commerce is being drawn in the flow chart. So that's all for the video. Hope you understand it. Thank you.